Hello everyone, it is me, BDB, Black Dragon Boss, and we are back once again with AI, the Somnium Files Let's Play. We are here with Boss after Tessa and Ota have gotten brutally murdered. Let's continue this intense conversation, shall we? Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Love makes you do crazy things. Ota had no incentive to kill the Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Ota's behavior during the video. Terrible.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that?
To look innocent?
The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person.
But they weren't on screen at the same
That
time.
behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
Oh my god.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Ooh, I bet. Do tell.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
You know this.
Ota could have stabbed himself.
Oh my god, love, come on.
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Yeah, right.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
You know who it was. That's what you're not saying.
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
What, stabbed himself, went out and threw in the ocean, did he?
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes,
Hope so.
really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Yeah, you know the rest.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Yeah, because I wasn't gouged out.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims.
Female, male, female.
Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Indeed.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. That is a good starting point.
Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
Yeah, like she...
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
Nah, man.
And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Iris' mother, Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
Not her own daughter.
No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Then there's Moma. Kumakura.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris.
Congressman... No, we'll go with Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Anyone see the size of that polar bear costume? Like, she's not even tall enough. Near as Mayumi. So Shijima.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Gotta look for it though. Connection to every single one of them.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too.
Yeah, because you have an alibi for all of them.
I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
And you would record his stuff.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do.
Drop the case.
Continue your investigation.
Thank God.
Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You damn rat.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Yeah, cold storage warehouse. Monday. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Ooh, baby.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
A forklift. The tire and floor are covered with a layer of ice. Bloodstain A. Iris and Oda's blood. Bloodstain B. Is this Oda's blood? Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Inspector is doing his duties as usual. Well, we're not joking around anymore. Please, man. Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Didn't find nothing, so you found something?
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Yeah, we get it.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Yeah, that's true.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
Why does a warehouse even have Wi-Fi?
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd., is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
So, does Soul have connection?
In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
A video camera and laptop used for streaming. Ice cutting machine. Iris and Oda were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Oda.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
An ice cutting machine.
Right
Workbench.
here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle and Oda ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
So you couldn't get any evidence from it?
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
A forklift. I don't see anything special about it. I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What's he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice.
Do you really?
So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
But now he's not too sure, is he?
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why.
No, he's sticking by
I'll
it.
start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
But I thought the eyeball. Oh, wait. Back then it was probably when they were killed, the eyeball was removed. Who is a murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Killing.
Murder.
So obvious.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
Nope.
It's slightly more complicated than that.
Oh, go away.
Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Why did the Cyclops case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
But Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
What the hell?
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes.
So messed
Their
up.
beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Summarize for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
There were two Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. That means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
He's also known as number 89,
What's his name?
right?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Computer looks grimly serious. Map. Matsushita Diner. Matsushita Diner, Monday. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stood inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. I'm sorry to interrupt. But Ota. Do you want to talk about it?
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date,
Oh, love, no.
I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Mayumi is crying. Date residence. I just realized I went to his house. Should been the last place I went. Bloody hell, looks like some out of Resident Evil. One day. That looks just dank and everything. Mizuki's curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. You gonna blame me as well? You gonna blame me as well, Mizuki? Let's see, refrigerator. My refrigerator. The entrance. Alright, fridge. Oh god, pot. Oh. Anything else we can click on? Bed, Mizuki's bed. A rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. Right, we just gotta talk to Mizuki, isn't it? Nothing else we can do. But Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Oh, bloody hell, people. I know I'm being sensitive, but I guess, yeah. But Ota. But Iris. Come on, blame
Mizuki
me.
must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Yeah.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Dude.
Yeah.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Sagan residence. Oh boy. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. Oh, she let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
About Iris.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her.
Damn, that's heartbreaking.
But why?
Ota.
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police.
Another connection, wow.
Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Shocker.
Fuchu.
Prison?
That's the next place to go. Now wouldn't it be? Left arm.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Talk about heavy. Marble.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel.
Obviously.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3?
Iris.
Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
How? How is Oda related to the Kumakuras?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's about Soshijima and the Kawasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen, almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He just gained 30 million. Yeah, he would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero, but there's more to the story. That's So in the Kawasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Both So in the Kawasaki district?
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket.
That means you can do a lot of things there. A lot of illegal things at the moment.
And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
About So in the Kawasaki district.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
Shocker.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota and the Kumakuras? It's about his family.
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district?
They tried to bite him out, didn't they? No? I guess.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Ugh. It's not even a good link.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Mama is polishing the dried bonito. Abyss headquarters. Monday, 4:57. Police headquarters. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Number 89. Ooh, Halloween decoration. Pumpkin. Fishing flag. She don't say anything now. Dart machine. Okay, forget about it. Iva. Wait, is there any plant in here first? So you know she'd go crazy for that. Did she say anything about the Russian doll? Nope. Don't think this is one of them times. Iva. What's 89 real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
Correct.
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
What's the relationship between 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection.
Okay.
Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Who is 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
But on different charges. What about 89 and the new Cyclops serial killings?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. But he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us.
That's just so stupid.
If we
man.
plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
I guess we're sinking, yeah. After cutting through some red tape, A9 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Monday, 8:56, police headquarters. Kind of looks like Grateful Buster.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Or an older Ray from Promised Neverland. Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
In that position, you make a joke? Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Who killed Shoko Nadami?
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal.
Can we move and turn to... No, we can't. Damn.
You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
Just say who it is.
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable.
Wait a minute. Wow.
F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Shot, shot, shot.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin. A lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Ah, F. F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life. Not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach.
Eesh.
Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Damn, man.
That was the first encounter between Falco And the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer.
No.
Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
God, this is all a distraction, like. It's gotta be.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
No good.
One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
I wonder who this daughter and mother could be.
Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Was that a mistake? Peter's gonna hit us from behind, isn't he? You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Dude, don't copy me. What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Answer me.
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later.
You give us nothing. You give us half a story that we didn't need.
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparation.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Oh, I thought Peter was gonna clobber us from behind.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Wonder if Boss was one of the victims. She's not around. It's been a few hours past and everything.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
What
Is this the Sagan residence?
Indeed it
It
is.
definitely is. But why?
Because that's the teacher.
Number 89. What were you up to?
Now remember, teacher? No.
What? The green? I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay.
Okay, new
Somnium scan. Activate.
Wait, them thorns, bud? Oh, I think they are. Mental lock 1. 5 mental locks on this. No, 4.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Sink in the curtain. 89 is hiding in the past. 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Winter Iris.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Winter Iris. You know? There you go.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Smell like last time?
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Ah, of course. Nope, no phone. No phone going near that. Curtain? Nope. Ooh, picture. X.
A picture.
Just a picture.
No, it's not. Fill out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
True.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Ketchup.
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
No.
A phone. Should I pick it up?
It's the po-po. Ignore or hang up. Hang up.
What the? I fainted.
Wow. Oh, I have no choice. I should just went with ignore. Should I have? Right.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Prevent the interference. So ignoring the phone would prevent the interference. Oh.
I guess it worked?
liquid. Wine.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick it, smell, stick hand in it, jump in it. Jump in it.
Jump in, you say?
Jump in, Iba!
You do not have to shout.
No, well. She is not happy.
Sorry.
I don't know why I listen to you.
Okay, we got a liquid. Ooh, book.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Read it.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Yep. Nothing.
There is some kind of liquid pool.
Okay, so lick, smell, stick, hand in. We'll go lick, shall we?
Just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to. Hmm? This is... wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it!
Oh, we already knew it was wine. For sure. I could tear the book, I guess.
A book? Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
Are we? Are we seriously? Tear the book. There's liquid. Okay. Screw it. Iris.
A winter iris.
Pick.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one!
And it just disappears.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
And our phone call.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Ignore. Again. Oh, bloody hell, man. Oh, thank God.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
Nope.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
And also, this is working really well. Mental lock to prevent... Oh, ignore the phone. Ignore the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
Nope, we didn't.
At least you didn't faint.
Alright.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Yeah, great, thanks. Okay, fridge is open. We've got a pot.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Drink, heat, smell, where? Should we heat it, smell it, drink it? I'm gonna go heat.
It doesn't turn on. Is it broken?
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
You never know.
I do not.
Alright. It's over there. Book and book again. It's gonna suck if we can't complete this in the next 2 minutes and a half. 2.5 minutes. Read.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name.
Falco.
That name is Falco.
Falco.
A book.
Read.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
It's big. Alright. Wait a minute. Okay. Ceiling fan.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
Ooh, wanna throw something. Hold on. Throw something.
Something like this?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Take this! Ugh! Do not me. Be more careful.
Sorry.
Ah, switch.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Remove thorns, flip switch. Try remove thorns,
An
I guess?
astute observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers. A switch. But there are
Thorns around it. Alright, flip the switch. I don't know if she
this
can.
switch again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
It's fine. It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Bloody hell.
The light has turned on.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it, but...
A floor lamp.
Oh, fine, oh, Chris. Lift, grab, turn off, kick. I'm gonna... Oh, this is... BS. I could go for the lowest one, and yeah, I'll save seconds by doing this.
You better come up with a more intelligent solution.
Date, these are your instructions.
Yeah, I know.
A floor lamp.
Nice. So should we grab or turn off? We'll try and turn it off. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. No, of course not.
It is impossible. It is too heavy and hard.
Which is harder? That or what I've got in my pants?
Oh, Date.
Let's hit each with a hammer to test.
I withdraw.
A floor lamp.
Okay, turn off.
Easier said than done. I do not see a switch anywhere. Or any kind of power supply.
Of course not.
Really? Come on, look harder. Where's your motivation?
I cannot find it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to rip up the 2 books. Screw it.
A book. Ha! I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
No, yeah, totally.
Number 89. A librarian.
It actually moved down. Oh, bloody hell.
A book.
More than everything else I did kind of helps in a bit.
Here I go.
So I think we just made it through the third mental lock.
What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing? No.
What is that?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
It is. Ignore. Totally worth 10 seconds. What?
A piercing stare.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed. Very.
I passed out when it looked at me.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Close curtain.
It left.
I already knew it was going to close curtain. Oh, I said checkpoint saved, but didn't really help.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
No!
You are insane.
How many seconds do we even have left? Less than a minute.
What? That's...
I know, at our own house? Oh, wow. 34 seconds. 32, 31, 30.
Date!
It's Hitomi.
30 seconds!
Or we could do nothing. Book.
A book.
Terror.
Ah!
Trying to save time.
What
playing
is
that
this
remote.
going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Worked the other
Yeah.
time.
I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
We have 18 seconds.
It's Hitomi.
Hugger.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
God!
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
I 14 seconds. Oh my god, skull. I didn't even see this.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Throw it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
All right.
Also, it's a dream.
Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Oh. And nothing. We're
Date,
really forced
you're
to...
out of time.
Yep. Totally out of time. At what point do I want to restart? Everything we did was fine. Okay, we're gonna have to restart back from the locks 2, I believe.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
You have 3 minutes. Okay, so did we rip up the 2 books? Yes. No, we didn't. Right.
A book.
Okay, so timing. Tear.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee.
Okay,
Number
so we
89.
already know all this, right? So we're just gonna run. We're gonna ignore the text. We already know all this.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
That got us closer, and then it was the thorns. Alright.
A switch. But there.
Thorns around this. Flip the switch.
This switch again.
That was then. This is
now, but there are thorns. You're aware that I'm
It's
one of
fine.
these pants.
It'll only
Fine.
hurt for.
We already know all this text.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. The light has turned on.
Oh my god, we're gonna be used to get to use a skull for
What is
damn, I should have
that?
done that in den books.
It's an eye.
Date, what are...
Close the curtain.
It left.
I wonder if I even had to rip the books or not.
Eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes.
It was kind of
You
cute.
insane.
Indeed. Alright, we see the skull.
What?
Hitomi?
See? And,
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
yep, but last time we had like 30 seconds, so.
A skull.
Alright. Is there any point checking it? I threw it last time and. Oh, damn it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead. It's a
hungry
hunk.
calcium.
Alright. Sorry about this.
Whose skull?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
And now we're all caught up. Here's another book. And there's another book over there we gotta rip
A book.
Again, not reading it. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, yeah, fine. Okay, if we do it 12 seconds and then use a half, that would be 30, so it'd be 42 seconds instead of a whole 60 seconds. Which means we'd be saving 18 seconds. I'm gonna read this one, so.
Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend.
And that's where he stopped.
The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
Nice.
A book.
Oh, cool. We have one for a third. See, that was 22 seconds.
Green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
Nice. Book.
A book.
Not gonna read. Okay. 12 seconds.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
I don't know, I guess hug Hitomi.
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her, touch her. Screw it, touch her.
Where?
Well...
Oh god, come on,
her-
dude.
stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
Before that.
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Uh-huh. If that does anything, I'd be very surprised. I should just hugged her instead.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to cry?
And we are back from the technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I had no idea why that happened, and I had to start at the start of this Somnium again. As you can see, I have more time now. Anyway, so I really should have known it's going to be Hug Hitomi if anything.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
First fail is Somnium, and then it crashes. Yeah, that's great fun. No, I actually thought Hitomi might have had something to do with this, but maybe not. Seems weird, doesn't it? I'm still gonna stick with Hitomi though.
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But... fawning...
Let it go.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
Nope. Skull fragments. No, we'll do. We're gonna save it. It's the first time I'm gonna just show the save menu. Alright, here we go. Alright. So we can just go back here.
A floor lamp.
Grab, lift up, turn off, kick. Right. We tried lifting up and turn off and kicking it, didn't we? Grab.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this okay?
Yes.
Looks okay.
What?
Who is that?
What do I do?
Ignore? Again?
Wake up!
What happened?
Wow.
My body is heavy.
We're at the other door. Okay, lock. Prevent it, so I guess locking it would be the best way. She blacked out again. Nope.
No! Stop!
But of course, we seen this in our own Somnium as well now, didn't we?
Stop right there!
Boss! Oh, boss, you got things to answer for. And 3, 2, 1, we're back in.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen.
He's done.
So Sejima's body was discovered.
No
He
way.
was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
Okay, so it's gone female, male, female,
You mean the
male.
Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
Mind blown. So Shijima? Nope.
Not here.
Still?
Where is she?
The Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss.
What's Boss doing there?
Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Straight computer, obviously.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
There's someone right over there to our right.
I will try.
Who's that?
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
Is that us? Is that Pewter?
That is...
So Sejima.
Boss.
Why? Why? Boss?
The case remains unsolved. And that is the end to this part of this one. Let's just say you gotta play it, I think, a few more times. It's like 2 or 3 more to get the true ending. There we go. Oh, there are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past. The story branching points are insomnia. Use a flowchart to jump to a branching point in insomnia. It may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward. Okay. This is locked. To proceed, you must play through more of the story. Alright. So... I'm guessing like this. Is it more that we discover of it, right? Which can lead us to a different one. Which explains a lot, because now I know I got a different one my first time around. when I played it. So I am here. Begin investigation, reopen, case file, case file. Trying to think of anything else we could do differently. Like actually answering the phone. Reopen investigation, begin, reopen, I guess. And there's bottom part done. Sync control room. Isn't that just the same? Reopen. Start investigation. Sure.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Oh, bloody hell. This is not what I meant. Actually, you know what? We'll go onwards, right? Because we're looking for boss, and then we found that, right? What if we don't go straight to the computer? We'll try something else, alright?
What the hell? It told.
And of course, if this leads to nothing, I'll leave timestamps down below in the description. Shelves. Nothing I'm looking for there. Bookshelf, maybe? No, I don't see anything that could be a clue. Large key.
I found it.
There we go.
This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Oh my god, I'm gonna whack him.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
I'm gonna hit that twat so hard. Cabinet, nothing over there. Bags, back on the wall, probably not a clue. I opened this, there was more inside. I was hoping some more. No. Poster, maybe poster, nope, no clue there. Master the rice. There's literally gonna be nothing, isn't there?
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
Hey, bro.
I'm not hiding anything.
It talks.
The hint is the Tanuki statue. It must be a cryptogram, some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Boss loves her wine. Maybe she got drunk and went to Hitomi's house for some reason.
You sound drunk yourself.
Damn it, boss. Hiding something from me. I could beat her over the head with that tombstone.
Desk, her desk. If she has a cigarette, she would keep it somewhere around here. Can we just not go near the computer? No? Alright. Flowchart. Hey, you can check by saying a chapter and jump in and find a story. Yeah, well. Let me have a look. It's gotta be in the sink. Alright. I'm skipping all the text because we already know, right? Unless I do something totally different. Alright. Is there anything that's unlocked that we can go with? The shadow has not been discovered. Find another route in the previous Somnium. Them two go two different paths, right? And then there's one here and it goes down, right? And you look at this, it has only one way. It doesn't branch off or anything. This is locked. To proceed, you must play through more of the story. So, right. I'm gonna go back to this Somnium. Alright, we're gonna skip through the text here since we've done this before. No. I just said no. Right.
An ice pick.
Yep. And of course, pull it out.
Right.
And to the control room we go. So if I'm correct, it'll be the other cage that leads us down a different path.
A bird cage with blown up rubbers inside.
Really?
There is also a deflated rubber on the floor.
Stop saying rubber.
Could you please not call it a rubber? You can say balloon.
I do not understand. It is clearly rubber.
Latex.
Please.
No. Right, lift.
This'll be easy.
Glad to hear it.
What? But it was so heavy.
Blew away the cage.
But nothing happened.
Oh? What is this?
Deflated balloon.
A deflated rubber.
I told you, please call it a balloon.
What are you getting so worked up about?
Eat it, throw it, blow it up.
Understood.
Bop it.
It's huge. I wish your boobs were that big.
No.
Are you serious? Those are obscenely large for a human. Well, I suppose I am not technically human.
So...
Date, please, be quiet.
You were able to get out?
Perhaps the balloon was the key.
I remember now a story I heard from Mizuki a while back. One time when Mizuki was just a little girl, Shoko bought her a balloon. It was one of the nice helium ones, but the string slipped through her hand, the balloon sailed up into the sky, Shoko snapped, she scowled at Mizuki for hours. A balloon, are you serious? Maybe that's why Mizuki put the balloons inside the bird cage. That way, they could never fly away with it. But I guess Aiba and I made her relive a painful memory.
Alright, now that the bird-cage is off, let's get Mizuki.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speed?
Yeah, got that. Wow, it's not even like right anymore. Remember, it was like a ride and a panda head was spinning. Now it's just a panda head.
The panda is floating.
Kick away, stop down, where? More wind. Oh, I don't know. Try to kick it away, I guess.
All right. What is this?
Merry-go-rounds can fly?
Date, over there.
That was brilliant. Wow.
Iris?
What? Iris?
Why?
Multiple... Oh!
Why is Iris...
She appears to be frozen.
What the hell is going on? What is this?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Why do you never keep quiet? Is this fun for you? Giving your mother a hard time?
Horrible.
That hurts! That hurts! Please stop! I'm sorry! Why are you here? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! If you weren't here, everything would be fine. I'm sorry! Apologizing means nothing! Say something! Don't make me into the bad guy! But... what's that look, huh? Ow! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's all your fault. You... I wish you had never been born!
Mizuki's voice. The other voice is likely...
Damn. What's going on here? Aiba, look out!
What?
It's coming back.
I was about to become a pancake.
Good thing this isn't a bed and breakfast.
That frozen iris does intrigue me. But Mizuki first.
Let's get to Mizuki while the merry-go-round is stopped.
On we go.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
It's Mizuki.
Speaker in there.
Mizuki, can you hear me? We will protect you, Mizuki. We will always be there for you. So... it's all right now.
Hey, do you think we can use that speaker? Maybe she needs to hear her mother's voice.
What do you want to hear? Such a horrible person's voice.
Mizuki? Mom loves you, Mizuki. I love you. I am so glad that you were born. So glad.
Hey, do you hear something?
Is that... a phone ringing?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
Date, don't! You can't stay any longer!
Damn. Healed Mizuki with Shoko's voice. We're on day 2, Saturday. So remember, Iris and Ora are still alive in this one. I believe
Are you
Renju at
okay?
the moment is as well.
Mizuki.
No hug this time.
She hasn't been healed. She's still traumatized.
Aiba, call Iris's phone. It's urgent.
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
Hello?
This is Kaname Tate from the MPD. I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date. Is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Okay. But if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
No.
Then go on a date with me.
A date?
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
Alright, understood.
My god, it's for own protection. What is wrong?
Understood.
Great! Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Fine. Just don't go outside, okay? If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history. See ya!
What was that? A phone call?
It's nothing.
Alright, we're gonna leave it here after all the mishaps and whatnot, and I'm gonna have to actually edit a bit of this, try and fit it in since I went from the boss's office twice into the other Somnium twice, and I went into this Somnium. It's the correct one because it breaks off, and the other one doesn't break off at all, so... Yup. But that, you know, grand. We're experiencing a lot of fun here. We're going back to day 2. But as usual, if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment of some games you want me to do let's play of, or even animes that I can do reviews for the future when they do come out. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. And yeah, I think that's about it. Now, share the video with your friends and family, of course. And, but that's it. That's enough from me. That is enough from me. That is me, BDB, Black Dragon Boss, signing out, and I will see you guys later.